Doesn't look like it. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 37 of my live stream for Final Fantasy XIV. I apologize, and I again mixed my days up, missed Friday. But since it is Halloween, by the way, happy Halloween everyone, we're gonna just go ahead and make this a special. So, last part we were doing the warrior and the ninja. I think I'm gonna continue doing those. It's still technically morning. Say hi to the guild. Then we'll go ahead and mosey. Oh yeah, also I need to check up on something right fast. I have a results period in the goblet. Oh yeah. Let's say happy Halloween to all the kitties. Oh yeah, also we did the Halloween event last time. That was another thing. Alright, so we need to go to the goblet. First things first, we're gonna head over to Gold Saucer. Go do Gold Saucer stuff. Yay. Hope everyone is gonna enjoy their Halloween day. I hope that it is safe and quite fun. I would say, so are we the dark side? That sounds like some pretty good music over there. What are timer or my challenge log looking like? It might be used. Yeah. Gold sauce it. I guess no one got it, so I gotta explain it. Yeah, it went right over their head. Right up into orbit. I had to explain it. They're killing the joke. I'm just gonna let it die. Damn. Not getting lucky today. Definitely not getting lucky today. I think they're finally catching it. Oh my god. Tell my Ewok I'm sorry. Oh man. I missed the jumbo cactpot, oh well. Let's see if I can at least get my fashion report. I don't think I could do the naval hard. Could have just said it's locked for me. Now that I think about it. Gotta love them suspenders and red shit. Yay, a 70, I'll take it. Alright. Let's go ahead and head over to Ulda. Take my happy tail over to Ulda. We'll go ahead and check and see if I won the house or not. Be awesome if I won it, but I can almost guarantee you I didn't. And if I did win it, I'll be woo! I'll be very ecstatic. I can almost guarantee you I'm getting my money back, though. I'd pretty much bet real money on it that I'm getting my money back. Let's just say it right now. I'd bet $500 I'm getting my money back. Let's see. So used to being on my main and trying to invite people to my free company. I need to remember where I went to. I think it was plot Ward 16, I think. Timers. No, 23rd Ward, plot 12. Oh, no one's picked it up yet. I'll eat that for you. Yeah, I can pretty much eat those in a minute. Not even a minute. On my paladin. Ah. Probably do it less of the time on a DPS, but I just like having the assurance. I think it was... Yeah, it was here. Yep, 15. Well, I won that $500. Blah. Alrighty, I need to go back here. That's Western Thailand. I don't need to go there. I need to go back to Ulda. I'd help them on my main, but unfortunately I'm live streaming right now, so I can't swap characters. Alright, what part were we on for the Marauder and the Rogue? Oh, we did get done with a very funny part with the Rogue. We got to see Jack get strung up among the rafters. Renfred and Aleport and and flock for signs of the Jolly Merchants. Oh, whoop. 120 gil, the waste getting over there. Better than burning an Aetherite ticket. Aleport's over in Western Lanosha. Yes, they're both in Western. Good. Fisherman's Guild. That's where I need to go now. Yes, I'm riding to Aleport. One of Warnzoon's boys, are you? Why, I've known that sprat since he was knee-high to it. Well, he was always kind of a big fella, was Warnzoon. And now they call him Axmaster, eh? Not a subtle lot, you marauders. So I suppose you're here to hunt down our local trouble. What you need to do, then, is take yourself northwest up towards Camp Skull Valley and give a good whistle. The mean bugger you're after, his name's Petripaton. By the by, will come running across the weeded plains. He'll think you're trespassing on his territory, see, so you better have that cleaver of yours ready. Ashan's blessings be upon you. That was easy. I guess I might as well pick up these missions while I'm here. Or at least this one. Serious business. My first genuine assignment under Masterman Madoa, and now this. Whatever did I do to deserve such a fate? Oh, but where are my manners? I am Diamanda, a smith recently in the employ of Naldik and Vimelis. I arrived in these parts not a few days past to assist in the restoration of Pharaoh Sirius. Little did I expect my arrival to be greeted by that god's forsaken song, a song I thought confined to my worst nightmares. Yes, I speak of the grim serenade of the foul sea witch that lured my poor father into a watery demise so many years ago. So I stand here with idle hands, powerless to avenge his death, powerless to repay my debt to Masterman Madoa, once my father's mentor as he now is mine. The agony of it all, if only my brother were here, he would see to it that... But alas, my brother remains lost at sea. You are an adventurer, are you not? Perhaps if you were to defeat the siren. Yes, you must. If not for me, then for all the sailors who seek safe passage across threatening seas. Seek out Master Mimidoa at the pier. You'll find him gazing grimly in the direction of Pharaoh Sirius, lamenting our fate. Cool. Good, I can still fly. On my main, I'm running around, Eureka, the further area, and it's kind of annoying. We'll get to that place eventually. I need a bottle of water, so give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna be out of the room. There's a bottle of water. I need to make sure I keep my throat wet. Another initiate, are you? No, ain't no one says yes to that. You have a familiar face, though. Come to think of it, you bear a striking resemblance to a brave lad I once met. Helped us chase one of those goddamn sirens from Pharaoh Sirius, he did. What's that, you say? Speak up, son. Years of hammering and taking their toll on my ears. Any road, you may not be half the hero your predecessor was, but you know the saying, any port in a storm. Aye, that's right. Damned if I could tell you why, but that hell's-born hussy is back, and she's running roughshod over the place with a crew of her song-snared flunkies. Me and Diamanda, we've not to do but sit in our arses till someone cleans the place out. Look, this is more than a reclamation project to me and the last. That scurvy witch killed her father, one of me prized students. I swear I vowed to myself to do his name proud and restore the beacon, but these hands were made for hammering, not scuffling with sirens. Let's say you follow in your forebears' footsteps to fight this one for old Mimidoa. I'll send word to David, the guard at the lighthouse. He'll tell you all you need to know. We'll go on and unlock this right fast so we get another Dojo, and then we'll go ahead and continue. Wait. I don't even need to take the ferry anymore. I don't think. I think I can just fly there. Yeah, I can just fly there now. I don't need that stupid boat that steal 40 gil. Yes, I'm that stingy. Ah, adventurer, you've come not a moment too soon. The siren has holed herself up in the lantern chamber atop the structure. The most direct route would be through the front door, but I fear the siren is already wise to our intentions, and has posted the most formidable of her thralls to guard the entrance. Our only hope is to breach our foe's defenses is to attack from below through the flood cellar. If you cannot win this battle for us, I know not who can. Go forth, friend, that Pharaoh Sirius may shine bright and new. Alright, thank you for the gil. I love being able to see that in the distance. Not the chocobo butt, but the actual area. I guess this is where I'm going for my destination. Oh, I wasted that. I didn't even get to use my berserk. Ah, if I can complete Pharaoh Sirius, I can get the hard mode. I need to go back to the Marauders Guild, but first we're gonna go and do the rogue item. Slave to the code. Good thing I grabbed that water. I need a drink already. Yeah, better. Thank you for freeing us. We've been tied up here since those awful pirates snatched us from our beds. Those are some interesting looking dodos you got there, hero. No sign of the merchants, though, eh? Their leader mentioned heading over to Aleport. He said something about there being no signal, and that was the signal that something was wrong. They just left us hobbled here like lambs for the market. One of them japed about keeping the meat unsullied in case there was trouble. For let us flee this place before they return. We're ready to just sidle in and set loose our hard-won prizes. Oh, he's a Lalafell, really? So the damnedest thing. We'd have the crew lodged in an airport, and not a one of them survived the night. Done in by a couple of sneaky curs what favor the short blades, they say. I'm supposing that was you two. Seems you've bone to pick with our choice of trade. I can't say as I have much use for slavers, except as a place to bury me knives. Oh, and I wouldn't bother yourself with waiting on your ship to come back, neither. The jolly merchants are done for. You might have a right of it, lad. But then you wouldn't know the kind of coin 3 healthy slaves like them ones will bring us. I'll have a new ship and new crew before a single moon is passed. Hear that, chattel? Each worth a shining bloody fortune. And you've me to thank for helping you learn your true worth. Ignore this bleeding sod. In fact, why don't you step back a ways? These coves are about to learn the consequences of breaking the code, and the discussion is like to get messy. You not think we'd come for you? You can try to stifle your victim's screams in the dark, man, but the shadows are always listening. Let's knock them out. Oh, he's got a conjurer. Just gotta keep throwing daggers at him. And down for the count. Too late. I was wondering what they were gonna do. Looks like it's windy. Thank you. I shudder to think what horrid fate awaited us had you not helped us to escape. I knew someone would come. You're just like the heroes in the stories. They always arrive at the perfect time and triumph over the villains. Do you think I could be a hero like you? I know I could be brave and strong too, I just know it. You don't want to be like me, lad. Listen now, me and those coves there, we're the ones that the scary folk are afraid of. And that's because we keep the rules for the world they live in. We don't much care if you shirk your chores or get into fights. But if you ever break the code and betray your mates, then that's when we'll come after you, no matter how far you run or how well you hide. Live your life like the hero you want to be, though, and you'll never need worry about that. Hey, you two can stubble it and all. I can't wait to get done with this. I said it before and I'll say it again, is the way they talk here is very annoying. I assume you're the citizens who were abducted by the Jolly Merchants. I'm Captain Malala of the Yellow Jackets. Maelstrom Command has entrusted me with conducting you to safety. It's alright, lad. These folk will take care of you. Go on, you'd best not get left behind. Was there aught else, Captain? We're on a new job. A job from me for you. How patently absurd. Why, I'd rather hire a sewer rat to mind my larder. Was it during one of your jobs that you turned Aleport into a slaughterhouse? What dark age is this that we must employ assassins to enforce the law? It is this continued dalliance with underworld miscreants such as you that prevents Limbs of Lamenta from ever fully expunging the stain of piratical infection. Look at these weapons you bear. A civilized person uses such implements to carve meat or peel fruit, and leaves them at a table where they belong. Do you perhaps clench and twitch your teeth as you swing over rails like the pirates you hunt? Our fair city has no place for those who refuse to abandon the brutish ways of the past. Only the champions of justice this nation requires are the valiant and forthright soldiers of the Yellow Jackets. You look like a trigger-happy wench. Jack, what the bloody hell does this Cole want with us? Isn't that the foggiest idea, love? Just smile and nod. I've not come here to be patronized. I've come to put a decisive end to piracy in all its forms. Consider this visit a gauntlet thrown at the collected feet of the Rogues Guild. Well, my words. Just before dawn at this very morn, a Maelstrom vessel stocked with provisions was boarded and looted by pirates. Much of the cargo was stolen, and that is vexing indeed, but it is the theft of 3 items in particular, 3 unique treasures of nigh incalculable worth, that most distresses my martial colleagues. As for the brigands, they made well their escape, disappearing into the dawn's mist along with their precious plunder. A rum tale. What's it do with us? Yeah. I challenge you, a contest to reclaim these stolen treasures. Should my Yellow Jackets and I succeed in retrieving the greater share, I shall formally propose the abolition of the Rogues Guild. Upon review of our achievements, the Admiral will surely concede that your unscrupulous institution has outlived its usefulness. Blow it out your waddle. There are better ways to spend me time. Oh, do you now? This incident constitutes a theft against the nation of Limbs of Lamenta. Does that not violate your beloved code? If I'm not mistaken, you've no choice but to rise to the occasion, unless, of course, you mean to slink back into your hole and abandon the fundamental precepts of your duty. All right, you screeching shrew. You've made your bloody point, and you'll be sorry that you did, I promise you that. Your paltry promises amount to naught in the face of my conviction. I shall not rest until Limbs of Lamenta is free of every last buccaneer, scoundrel, and shadow-dwelling ne'er-do-well. What now, Jack? For right now, we head back to the sisters. Yeah, they just leave me. Let's go flying on me, behemoth back to Olimza. So much junk to get rid of. Alright, since I'm a rogue, and I'm right here, we'll go over here first. For a wee lass, that Malala's got some bollocks, and it seems she's well done with what whiffs of pirate stock. I don't take kindly to Cole's pulling me strings, but the sure is right. The code's been broken and we've a job to do. From the sounds of it, though, them coves knew what they were about when they cloyed them treasures. I'll need you at your best. It's time you learned the art of mugging. Rough up a Cole in just the right way, and he'll give up more than what you'd get if you just plain knocked him on his arse. Me and the lads will be busy whittling the story of the bitten baubles, so you're free to head out and sharpen your skill. Might even be as you'll pocket some extra blunt while you're at it, eh? Never really did know if that actually works or not. That's 300 gil. Let's go ahead. It's all pink, though. We'll just grab the helmet. Yeah, I can mug now. Grinners in the mist. Been practicing your dance steps, hero, because we're about ready to run rings around Captain Malala and her squads. The Yellow Jackets have been pressing their investigations into the treasures, what was cloyed from the Maelstrom tub. But as you know, we've got our own network of coves that don't miss not the goings on about town. As for the sharp end of the job, it'll be you, me underfoot, and the stray. Let's get down to business, eh? The keb's late to the feast, so I'll just make sure we're all on the same page for the now. When you get down to it, we have 2 goals for this job. Bite back them 3 treasures and mill the coves that cloyed them in the first place. You can be sure that Yellow Jacket shrew will be doing her damnedest to beat us to the marks. And seeing as the fate of the guild is at stake, we'd best not drag our do-beaters on this one. I say we grapple them baubles before she's even lifted anchor. Give her a proper reason to rage against us rogues. Seem awful keen on this contest all of a sudden, Jack. Aye, well, here's the thing. I sent me a grievance to the thalassocracy regarding the Shrew's challenge, but them paper shufflers don't care a whit as long as one of us gets the job done. So I figured I'd sail with the wind rather than against it. Besides, we wouldn't want to shirk our duties and force poor Captain Malala to blunder about in the scary darkmans now, would we? How very gentlemanly of you. Well, them's the cards what we've been dealt, ain't they? Now stow your quibs and let's hear what you've learned about them bloody treasures already. Aye, the treasures. According to the manifest of the Maelstrom vessel, we're looking to bite back the Cerulean Star, the Silver Sorrows, and something called the Black Sarcophagus. That sounds like a weapon. Aside from the fancy names, I was able to whittle a few more details. The Cerulean Star, for starters, is a big old blue diamond that shines like a star, I suppose. We've got the Silver Sorrows, a pair of earrings that once graced the wattles of a Sultana of Ul'dah. There's a tail there, but the one that don't concern us at present. Lastly, this black sarcophagus thing. I'm afraid that one remained a mystery no matter how much I poked and prodded. I think the black sarcophagus is the weapon. In any case, all three of these trinkets was recorded as spoils from official privateering raids. Now, as you know, a pirate will usually sell his plunder through a reliable fence. Sometimes, though, holding on auction is the only way to offload goods as what is too extravagant or just too bleeding rare for the average coal to deal with. Our three wondrous treasures fell into the auction-only category. When the bidding began in Aleport, Thalassocracy weighed in with its ample purse, made some unmatchable offers, then organized a tub for the merchandise to be shipped back to Limsa. And that's when our marks swooped in and picked their transport clean. I had a few wids with the Maelstrom soldiers that survived the attack, and they pointed the finger at the grinning curs. Problem is, no one Cole's seen hide nor hair of the curs, not to mention their bloody ship since the raid. Sorry I'm late, Jack, but you'll want to hear this. Some of the cargo that was coined from the transport was just found during a routine inspection at the Lothagran checkpoint. Lothagran? Have the curs made landfall then? And what are the treasures? Any mention of them? Not what I've heard, but the jackets ain't done shaking out all the boxes yet. And we better get our eyes out there quick like. Hero, Underfoot, you're fresh for a run, ain't you? Come on, Colt. I'll race you to the checkpoint. Of course he's gonna beat me. He had a head start. Oh, I gotta go to the Marauders Guild anyways. Gotta get this mission done and set up. I think these are the level 20 missions. I've been in contact with Renfred, and he had naught but praise for you, hero. Your representation of the guild has been exemplary. There is one more task I would have you complete this day, a task that will demonstrate for you just how strong you have become. Report to Skatkin, where he awaits on the bank of the Ageless River, and he shall help you unveil the untapped power of your axe. Okay. No, they're both here, so we'll just go ahead and do both of them then. Good. Hi lad, I know why you're here, and after seeing this big old boulder, I'd wager you know why you're here too. Now, my rock's a bit more of a challenge than those pebbles Rottgheim had you training on. Crack this beauty will require a relatively heavy swing. Impossible, you say? Ha! Warrenzowen wouldn't send you out here if you didn't think you're capable. Ha! Would you look at that? And on your first attempt, too. Well, I guess it's back to the Axemaster for you. Well, that was kind of a lame segue. Why couldn't you just make me break a boulder inside of the guild? Oh well. I won a race. You owe me a pint, hero. Japes aside, though, it looks like Vakeb was right about the cargo. From what I've been able to catch from them swabs at the gate, it seems the peddler was boned for carrying goods what was known to be aboard that transport. They carted the poor sod away and changed, but the cargo itself is still here. Saw a pair of jackets carrying boxes up that wooden ramp. We need to know what's in them crates. I get the feeling they won't open their gans for the asking, though, now while this fool's challenge is going on. You think you can skulk over there and see if they've found them treasures yet? Two Yellow Jacket soldiers are inspecting the seized cargo. Approach them while cloaked by your hide ability and attempt to listen in on their progress. Yellow Jackets are discussing the contents of the crates. This is all junk. No diamond, no earrings, and no bloody black sarcophagus. Looks like we'll have to lean hard on that skinny peddler if we're to find the treasures. The sergeant says the merchant's still pleading ignorance. Claims he was hired to carry the goods to the checkpoint, not else. What a pile of bugle shite. I'm guessing the pirates have split the cargo and are trying their luck at every checkpoint. Captain Malala has already given orders to double the guard and inspect every cart and wagon that comes through. Well, they found nothing yet. So they found not a value, eh? Bene. Thought we'd lost the contest before we even properly started. But be that as it may, something don't add up here. Why would you order a cult to carry the goods through the checkpoint? No smugglers that daft, surely. And even if by some miracle the goods you squirmed through the Lethagran wouldn't raise a fuss, why would you risk taking merchandise back to the city what you cloyed it from? Now there's a bigger picture here, and we need to take a step back to see it. Assuming the Curs hired this peddler to do their dirty work, there'll be someone in the shadows who has brokered the deal. And I just happen to know a code what makes his business to oversee this kind of shady arrangements. The thing is, this black marketeer bloke changes his haunts depending on how the breeze blows. Quite literally, in fact. I seem to recall the Navigator's veil being shifted by Westerly this morning, so that'd put him... Tiller's Rest. Nice and close. Why don't we go ask him a few questions before we head back to the guild? I pride myself on my memory for faces, but yours is unknown to me. Are you an earnest customer or an inquisitive annoyance? I must be sure of your intentions. Count for the count. The dance is old, but the name is new. Put away your daggers, rogue. I have peddled my wares to your kind since the upright thieves stalked the night. Speak, what would you have of this humble merchant? Still tormenting the cults, eh, Granddad? Come for information on a smuggling job. There was this peddler who was caught at the Lethagran checkpoint moving merchandise for the grinning curs. Pleaded innocence even when he had the screws put to him. You wouldn't know aught about that deal, would you? Every last sordid detail. Not a single grain of stolen sand passes through the shadows without my knowledge. With such prickly wisdom lodges tightly in one's throat, what have you brought to ease the pain of its passage? Spare me the theatrics, Granddad. Here's your usual purse. The sum is paid, the deal is made. May my answer sate your fickle hunger. The hapless peddler was indeed innocent. He was but a beast of burden, employed by associates of the grinning curs, and likely knew not of his freight's tainted nature. I need a drink. A pawn, if you will, convenient decoy. There are those amongst my acquaintances who specialize in providing such services. Aye, that's what I thought. The curs wanted the coal to get caught, and now the jackets have had a taste, they'll waste their time yaffling every shite pie that what comes through their checkpoints. Meanwhile, the real treasures are hidden away in the dark mans along with the grinning curs. Not the dark mans, Master Rogue, the mist. Aside from the traveling merchant, the curs' associates have spent coin on another piece of this little game. A navigator, one who has practiced in piloting a vessel through the Doxy's pull. The Doxies? The gods only know how many ships have sailed into that fog soup and never come out again. And that's where you say the curs have gone to ground? Now there's a trick what took some bollocks. Once their hunted tub was sitting dimber in the mist, though, it would have been easy to have these associates of theirs ferry the junk goods to La Noscia. When the candy cubs just needed to wait for the peddler to get boned and draw the glazes of the Yellow Jackets inland. We need to strike now. As soon as they learn the coast is clear, they'll flee for open waters. Fair appraisal of events. Now that you know the location of your marks, however, it will not be so difficult to track them down. The Doxy's pool was once an impenetrable shroud, but ever since the calamity, the mists are far less constant. Narrow your search to the heaviest banks, and you will soon uncover those who wish to remain unseen. But now a warning. The mists conceal other dangers besides the dogs you seek. Careless step may land you upon the chopping block. The chopping block? You can't mean. Seems I found myself another lead to look into. You hurry on back to Jack and tell him what we learned so far. What level are these? 15 and 20. Okay. We's almost there. Man, I was really hoping to get that house. Oh well. I guess I'll just have to wait for more wards to pop open whenever Square Enix gets to that. Get back to Jack. Tell him what for. Does this complete the level? Nope, it don't. About time, lad. You was gone so long I almost sent the stray after you. What happened to Underfoot? There are marks and their bitten baubles are snug inside the Doxy's pool, eh? I'll not discount the old man's warning, but we may not have a better chance to crash the curs and grabble them treasures. We board their ship right now. You, me, and Vicab. Swarthen, and see what the dry docks can spare us by way of a ship and a reliable. I'll do that as soon as I go to the Marauders Guild and turn this mission in. Get the next one. see where I gotta go. I might need to go to Lower Lanosha next. I knew you would return before long. The deafening crack of shattering boulder reached me even here. This feat of strength deserves recognition, and you shall have it in the form of a new technique. Adopted and perfected by our guild forebears, the tomahawk throw was first devised by pirates as an opening attack on closing enemy vessels. Though we primarily focus on close quarters combat, you will no doubt find that having a powerful ranged strike at your disposal greatly expands your tactical versatility. Not expending. I sense that the impending confrontation with Kujata weighs heavily on your mind, hero. The hurried swings lead to glancing blows. There is no swift road to attaining the peak of mastery you seek, only a steady, measured ascent. Roland Berry. All that. Tomahawk. Alright. Raise that axe high. Excuse me. The mountain that strides. Hero, there is trouble afoot. You recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kujata. The boy's grandfather, Neddard, but recently contacted us with worrisome news. Young Sigurd has gone missing. There have been sightings of Kujata in the area, and it would seem that the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you are familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister Silkwood awaits you at the Bismarck. She has been apprised of the situation, and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. I need to go to the Culinarians Guild now. That's the Bismarck. There's Silkwood. Ah, hero, I assume you're here to discuss the missing child, not to sample a bowl of mutton stew. First things first, I would advise against rushing off to peer under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I suggest we head to the Red Rooster Stead and learn what more we can from old Neddard. I think these are all Lower Lanosha. Yep, they are. Fly on! Thank the gods you're here. Seems me grandson is set on causing naught but trouble for you. But surely you can know the lad's feeling. How he's boiling an ate for that murderous beast. And the last time, when you came along like an avenging angel and showed him the strength of your steel, well, you lit a fire in his belly. You must have gotten the lad in his head to take revenge on the beast itself, daft little bugger. Anyway, once he heard Kujat had been spotted near Aleport, why, he shot through that door like an arrow from a bow, and I ain't seen him since. I beg of you, find me little Sigurd before he gets himself stomped to death. That big bastard Arx has spilled more than enough of me kin's blood. Our course is clear. We must set out for Airport at once. An old acquaintance of mine, Farston, often stands guard at the port gates. He might know something of the lad's whereabouts. Cool. The lad's gonna have to wait. I'm pretty sure he can hold his ground. Da claw. Alright, hero, I pulled in some favors and there's a crew boat that'll get us close enough to scamper aboard the Cur's vessel. It'll be cramped up on that deck. If we try to mill the whole lot at once, we'll soon find ourselves up against the rails. So we go in quick and quiet and try to knock them off a few at a time. Well, Colt, are you eager to test your sea legs? Sure. Of course he gets the captain. Always take out the healers. And then the weak DPS. Didn't even get to use Blaster. And out like a light. Jack, I found me one of them treasures. Unless there's another fist-sized blue diamond on board, it's gotta be the Cerulean Star. As for them other two baubles, I've tossed the cabins and been through the hold ilm by ilm, but there's not else here. Well, well, just have to ask all the sweet like, won't we? Spit it out, Kerr. Where are you keeping the rest of your treasures? Ha! You think I'd spill me guts for the likes of you, rogue? Maybe you wouldn't at that, but what about this partner you're working with? How'd you? We don't need no partner. So you're telling me this was all your own idea? You woke up one day and decided you'd attack a maelstrom transport right off the coast of Ailport, then disappear into the loving embrace of the Doxy's Pull. Not exactly your style, is it? The grinning curs are too bleeding famous for being the crew what turned their snouts up at privateering in favor of keeping to the old ways. You've only escaped the Yellow Jacket's grip this long by crawling on your bellies and snatching scraps what fell from the table. You ain't the type to sink your teeth into a Navy-owned vessel, no matter the prize. Aye, well, maybe there ain't no profit in being cautious no more. The age of pirates is swift coming to an end. Merlwood won't be stopped, not by a piddling little crew like mine. That's why we've thrown our lot in with the executioners. That blue rock was just our share of the loot, the scraps from the table, like you said. If you want them other trinkets, you'll have to take it up with our new mates. One job at a time, lad. First we need to get these stinking coves and their tub back to the docks. Another cutscene immediately, woof. Putting aside the issue who gave the orders, there's no doubt that these was the coves was raided the Maelstrom ship. Now for a punishment what fits the crime. I was informed that a certain well-known pirate ship was spotted weighing anchor at the Moorby dry docks. I assume that this was your work. Aye, you missed all the excitement, Captain, but never you mind. The Cerulean Star is back and bob in our sneaky little fambles. Huh. And these must be the grinning curs. Degenerate fiends, how dare you ply your filthy trade in limbs and waters? How many innocent sailors were massacred that you might sate your vile avarice? Every one of your kind ought to be lined up and shot. Musket ball is the only answer for this rampant display of lawlessness. Wait. Do you mean to just execute him here on the bloody docks? At least take the buggers into custody first. Handing him over to you for lawful punishment will satisfy the demands of the code just as well. You've already got the answers to our questions, so feel free to take them away. Do not presume to give me orders, rogue. You only managed to capture these villains and their ill-gotten treasure by employing unsavory and unconscionable means. Why, you're not more than pirates yourselves. These bastards ain't worth the true pirate spit. The upright thieves was formed to protect us from ourselves. Now they're just hunting dogs for the Admiral. Merlwood yanks the leash and another buccaneer disappears. You rogues are traitors to your own kind. If it hadn't been for you. Aye, go on then. Blame me and the coves for your own failures. You knew what you was about when you defied the code. You knew that we'd be after you. We're done here. There are still 2 treasures left, rogue, and I mean to reclaim them both. I'd reconsider this contest of yours, Captain. Turns out this fish we're trying to hook is a shark, and it might just swallow you whole. Wait. Over here should be the dockmen's, and he might be able to take me over to Aleport. Nope. Alright. Let's see where we're going.
Have I seen a boy wandering about by himself? As a matter of fact, me and my fellow gate guard here just watched the young lad traipsing off to the north. We were arguing whether or not to abandon our post and bring the child back ourselves. Large packs of jackals have been prowling the wilds of late, so if you mean to head after him, pray do so quickly, else I might even pass along word to the Marauders Guild. You'll be better off with an extra blade or two at your back. Combat. Oops. Have you found any sign of Sigurd? He must have been in a desperate hurry indeed to cast away his belongings in such a careless manner. I myself came across his wooden axe, a tool the lad took from the stead, perhaps. Wood axe, actually. Gods below, hero, over there. Oh, there's Kujata. Hero. Down for the count. Last I checked, we killed them all, but okay. Step aside. Punted him with an axe. Warren zone. He breathes yet. We withdraw to the Red Rooster's stead. Follow my lead, hero. Lower. Fly! You brought him home. I don't got the words to thank you. The lad's past the worst of it. He struck his head in the fall, though, and it may be some time before he opens his eyes. Thank you for coming, brother. If you hadn't scattered those jackals when you did. I have done naught to earn your thanks. When I learned that the situation from Aleport, I realized the dangers were greater than I had anticipated. No single marauder could have hoped to fend off such numbers in time. Yet you only knocked away 3. I took care of the rest. Pray accept my apologies, Neddard. You turned to us for help, and yet your grandson now lies before you, broken and battered. You risk your lives to save little Sigurd. I was the man to find fault with that. It's me, who ought to be begging forgiveness for the wounds you took protecting me, foolish boy. You needn't concern yourself for their well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There is not more we can accomplish here, hero. It is time we returned to the guild and focused on other tasks. Yay, I can go back now. I might not finish these again. Crap baskets. Well, maybe. We're over halfway at least. Oh, I can't see. There we go. Now I can see again. Blasted TV. It's about to turn off again for a second. Do it. Alright, back. What's my currency at? Since we're a marauder right now, we'll go to the guild. Let's get the level 25 quest next. I'm glad the lad will live, but I fear this will not be the last time Sigurd abandons caution in his thirst for vengeance against Kujata. The wound in his heart festers and seethes, feeding his impatience at our seeming inaction. We must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let his helpless rage be as a spur to our efforts. I say again, hero, Kujata will fall by your hand, and I will shape you into the deadly weapon you need to be. We'll get those. Alright. Bleeder of the pack. Are these silvers? That's 1,000. Hero, our near disastrous encounter with the pack that follows Kujata has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of the beasts was beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. And if we cannot dispatch the pack, then Kujata remains beyond our reach. Thus I have prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. As before, Sokol awaits you at the Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander this opportunity for growth, hero. The pride of the guild itself rides on the keen edge of your axe. If I remember correctly, this one's actually a pretty funny mission. Kind of on the goofy side. You've word from my brother. Ha, the pride of the guild, eh? My brother has placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. From what I have witnessed, if any marauder has the skill and determination to put down Kujata, then it's you. And there is, of course, the matter of Sigurd's vengeance. You don't want to disappoint the poor boy now, do you? Let us be about this trial, hero. I shall meet you on the Salt Strand in Lower Lanosha, where your training is to take place. Well, naturally I will be there. Without me, you're like to forget to tend to your wounds and bleed to death. How apt. And yes, it is the one I remember. Fisherman. Men at work on that ship, hero. First blood is ours. How do you take to fight in the sea? There are few as can drop an opponent as quick as a rogue, but mind you, don't exhaust yourself just flailing your blades at the tougher coves. And that goes double for when you've mates on your flanks. If you notice yourself starting to flag, there's not wrong with pulling back from time to time and staggering your blades with each other to keep the pressure on. Staggering your attacks with each other, I should say. I've said it afore, Colt, but I'll need you sharp enough to carve steel for what's to come. I'm afraid this will be more of a challenge than even what that little shrew was bargaining for. That's assuming the curs wasn't lying about the executioners, and the executioners are who I bloody think they are. Twixt you and me, though, I'm hoping the name is just some laughable coincidence. We'll go for a pink headband. Sweet Sorrows. Hello there, hero. We've a rough job ahead of us, and that's a fact. Matters are tangled enough, what with that Malala wart snapping at her heels, but we still managed to grapple that first trinket without too much fuss. Fighting back them other two treasures, though, that'll be a different story. Once the stray gets here, I'll explain what, or more to the point, who we're up against. Alright, we've 2 baubles left on the list. The Silver Sorrows and the Black Sarcophagus. Let's see where we're at. Oi, where's Pyramid got to? Underfoot? He's still looking to whittle the tail behind that bleeding sarcophagus. We'll not be cloying that stickler until we've at least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. Treasures aside, I've been doing some digging on me own into these executioner allies of the Grinning Curs, and I'm afraid the name weren't no coincidence. I need a drink. Hero, you heard of the bloody executioners, I hope. Seems them curs was feeding from the famble of one of the nation's greatest pirate powers. This ain't no ordinary crew of cutthroats, lad. With limbs of Lamenta, the bloody executioners wield a power and influence second only to the Admiral herself. They was none too fond of Merlib or her prohibition on piracy, and it was only the overwhelming threat posed by the Garlean Empire would eventually convince them to play nice with the thalassocracy. But pirates ain't ones to play nice for long. Now that Hilfer ain't around to helm the ship, the solidarity of the bloody executioners has begun to show cracks. All the strongest captains and lieutenants have begun to form their own factions and are scrabbling to claim the top chair for themselves. Of course, not one bloody cove can agree with another on which way the executioners ought to sail. Among these new factions, though, is a group that is pushing to break free of the Admiral's grip completely. Turned out these reformists, as they call themselves, was the ones who took the grinning curs under their wing. Which means they've got possession of one of the last two treasures we've yet to cloy. Rumors around town say that, even for executioners, these coves are bloody and ruthless and not to be crossed. We should sit this one out, Jack. Piss on Malala's contest. It ain't worth this kind of grief. We'd be inviting the wrath of a crew so large and dangerous that even the Admiral ain't keen on coming to blows with them, if they ever came after us. Large or small, don't much matter. They broke the code when they hit that maelstrom tub. Aye, the grinning curs are paying for that crime, but we'd be poor citing excuses for rogues if we let the real culprits carry on unpunished. I mean to see this job to the end, and that means biting back them traitors, and handing out proper justice to them as deserves it. But Jack! Listen, with all the infighting going on at present, us stabbing a short blade into one faction's toe ain't like to bring the whole executioner crew down on our heads. Besides, them reformist buggers are so far split from the main mob that they've been avoiding the city altogether. Now it's about time we got to work, Hero. And to track down our black market contact, I set him to looking into the Cur's new allies a while back, so he should have some answers for us by now. The veil was lifted by a southerly this morning. That'll put the old man at his haunt in Lower Lanosha. Here, take this sack of blunt and pay a visit to the House of Sticks. Blah, blah, blah. Getting a little tongue-tied. That's Cobalt territory, if you didn't know. The old man bribes him with ore and hires the biggest and meanest sods as bodyguards. Just be ready for your approach to be challenged. Both are in Lower Lanosha. I'm not gonna take the boat. They only go to east or west anyways. Oh, I didn't kill you? Take some more daggers. Welcome to the House of Sticks, young rogue. You must excuse my hireling's enthusiasm for greeting visitors. Now, have you any cumbersome baggage of which I might relieve you before we begin our conversation in earnest? A heavy burden for one of your tender years to bear, but its weight has balanced the scales. The sum is paid and the deal is made. Let us speak of these reformists. This faction that so wronged the code now seeks to peddle one of its stolen treasures, the earrings better known as the Silver Sorrows. The deal, it is said, is set to take place at Costa del Sol, the buyer a moneyed merchant from the golden sands of Ul'dah. The earrings will be put out in the open, vulnerable, and would target the moment of transaction were I so inclined, as the gentleman up there by the cabin appears to be, for he purchased the selfsame information. Though he attempts to disguise his identity, the stench of a soldier yet lingers. I know not where one such as he came to learn of my existence, but I suspect he works for a certain yellow-coated captain. Brave she is, but foolish. Stumble blindly into the underworld, and your groping hands will not save you from the holes at your feet. Sudden shall be your fall. Alright, now let's do this one. Yeah, this is gonna be goofy. Well, this should be the place. I don't see. Do you sense that encroaching aura of violence, hero? Pray unlimber that axe of yours. That seemed to be the last of them. Compared to what we had faced before, though, it wasn't terribly. So this is the indomitable hero. Who in the seven hells are you? Wait, is that... We have deemed you worthy of our challenge. Come, Marauder, let us test the edge of your steel. Oh, brother. They just knocked them all out. Tore him a new asshole. It seems my underlings have provided you with poor sport. Very well. I shall take your measure with mine own blade. No, I didn't even fight him yet. Do not think to show me quarter, hero, for I shall surely show you none. Down for the count. I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. It might just be enough. We're done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who cannot stand. Your display of prowess was truly impressive, hero. Worthy indeed. What a ridiculous charade. Did he honestly think we couldn't see through those paltry disguises? Though I am confident my brother's act was not born of malice, rather he hoped by concealing his identity that the trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. It is time you return to the guild, and as a favor to me, pray indulge Bornzorlin in his little deception. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. It's goofy in that you had to fight the guild master, and he had a little cheap disguise on. Hero, I have heard of your skirmish in the Salt Strand. You did well to topple opponents of such formidable skill. But let us not dwell on the nature of those masked men. What is important is your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all, as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. Aye, the time has come for you to bring Kajata's bloody rampage to an end. When next he rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade in its skull. We'll do the gauntlets. Bringing down the mountain. And we ain't talking about Clegane. Hero, your confrontation with the beast is at hand. Kajata has made his presence known. Reports place the creature to the northeast of the Red Rooster Stead, in the vicinity of the Grey Fleet. There is little more for me to say but this. Harness all the strength you have built through your labors of sweat and blood, and unleash it full fury upon Kajata and his menagerie of scavengers. Sigurd yet lies in bed, trusting in your strength and praying for your victory. I ask that you go to the lad before the battle, and tell him you venture forth to fell the object of his vengeance. Such news should cheer his ailing heart. The time has come, hero. May your axe strike deep and true. Yeah, give me a second. I gotta go ahead and put my stabbers on and go over here. And then I can go take care of that. Welcome back, hero. What information did the old man have on them reformists? Looking to unload them earrings, are they? And to an old Don, no less. Can't say as I'm surprised to hear the buyers from out of town. You won't find many lamentins willing to melt coin on aught them cobs are selling. Only the daftest of sods would go about funding them as means to pull down the admiral. Ooh. Odin's up. One of Malala's lackeys arrived at the house afore you. How did they know that them curs we'd captured must have cackled during the shrewdest interrogations? We'll have to assume the Yellow Jackets know what we know, and that means we'd best get our arses to Costa del Sol right bleeding now. I'll handle this one, Jack. You and Hero can wait here for Paramu. Oi, Vakeb, what in the hell is she playing at? After her, lad. She knows this ain't a solo job. South Shroud. We'll go to Camp Tranquil. 3323. I should have went the other one, but oh well. Don't let it be for naught. Let me get in on this Odin. I could use some cloaks. I think he's an Earth spawn. Maybe it's in Party Finder? Nope. Whoop. Ooh, that was Odin right there. Oops, I didn't mean to hit him. I'm dead. I'm dead. Man down! I'm down again. If I pulled early, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. No attack, huh? I'll just join this party. Looks like we'll be taking the rest of the group for our time for this. We almost finished everything. Maybe I should change to a healer. Could use better healing gear though. We should probably start pulling soon, otherwise we're gonna run out of time. Oh, they pulled. I hope he blocked it. Nope, he didn't block it. Oh, he pulls you in? Oh, we're downing him fast. Ah, crap, I can't move. I'm petrified. Crap. Oh, at least I got frozen in a nice way. I'm taking a lot of damage. No, you. Ah, I got hit right at the very end. Hard to target. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh! Talk about bad res timing. Damn it. Got that chicken down the bitch. Yes. I got uncut. Did it. Alright, so Rogue, I think I was on. I got some Odin's Mandals. Yeah. I need to go to Costa del Sol. Yeah, we'll just go to Costa del Sol. Alright, I'm already there. And we'll just cut back and we'll do the warrior stuff. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, here we go. Told you to wait at the guild. I don't need... Well, it might be as I could use an extra cove in the shadows after all. Jack has his mind set on punishing the executioners, but me, I just want to skulk in, cloy them silver bits, and skulk out. I reckon that if I could manage that with no one the wiser, then they wouldn't know who to come after. Finish the job without drawing me daggers, you know? They ain't exactly true to the code, but the shield of underworld honor won't stop the bloody killers from cutting me mates' throats and setting the sisters a glimmer. The guild's the only place would offer to take in a pirate stray like me, and I'll not see it burn to the ground. The deal's about to start. Say the word when you bend the head in. Alright, here's what we know. The rich merchant was come over from Old Daz, some old mate of Master Gegaruju. Lacola is owns Costa del Sol. Gegaruju's taken his guards and dancing dells and pranced off down the beach someplace, giving over the use of the entire resort to this friend. Seems she didn't want an audience for her bargain with the reformists. Which, as it happens, works out well for us. We'll wait until they're busy haggling over price and snatch the sorrows and hop the twig before they realize aught's miss. Sound like a plan? Yeah, let's do this. There, the players have arrived. The reformist coin counter and the Uldon buyer are setting up on the southeast platform. The earrings ought to be nearby. Hangabout? Who are all those other cults? The place was meant to be empty. I see some nasty-looking blokes in Uldon garb. And are those mammoths? Ugh, that merchant's brought along a whole bloody entourage. I've gone and got ahead of myself. I should have realized the job never would be that easy. We'll have to mill a few of them bodyguards first, I reckon. You don't want to fight it through a forest of blades should you get caught sneaking about on them narrow walkways. Hey, Jack, I thought I'd... Stow your excuses, love. I know full well what you were about. You start going south on us, though, and it'll be like losing one of me arms. I can't take on the bloody executioners all by myself. It's only 'cause I got rogues like you and Underfoot and Hero here that the guild can take the jobs it does. When our coves walk the shadows, it's the bleeding pirates what do the trembling. Remember that, Vocab. We ain't some two-gill robbers what piss their breeches when their daddles are caught in a honeypot. We're the knives and the dark mans, and no bastard wants to go blade to blade with the likes of us. I see you've not changed your mind, then. You'll need all the stabbers you can get, and I promise mine'll be there when you need 'em. Bennett, now let's carve a path to that platform and bite back the earrings. Vocab, you hide yourself down by the docks in case the marks escape during the fighting. Hero, you and me split up, and mill the guards as we go. Them puppets that concern me the most. I suggest you crash them little buggers before they can spring any rum fun. Creep in as close as you dare, then give them a good solid clout from behind. Aye, it ain't the most original strategy, but that don't make it any less lethal. Once you're done with the first group, slip back into the shadows and move on to the next. Not to it, eh? I'll head over to the back while you start on from the front. Let's wrap this up before the jackets blunder in and scare off our marks. I'm guessing the mammoths are the worst ones to take down, so... Whoops. Second wind can be so annoying. I don't see where he's at. Jack was yelling at me, though. Ah, shit. Was I supposed to save him? Yeah, Jack's all the way over here. Yeah, we both had the same idea. Of course, now my backstab's on cooldown. Or my trek attack, I should say. Duty complete. I might drag this one on a little bit longer and finish it off. Both of the storylines, since I'm pretty much done with the warrior, or with the, I should say, the marauders. Rogues! No one mentioned aught about rogues. So what in the hell do you think you're doing? I'm conducting a business transaction on behalf of the bloody executioners. Do you understand what that means? Do you know what they'll do to you? Aye, I'm all affrighted. Odd, then, that you're the one who's shaken. It don't much matter to me who you work for. Your bosses broke the code, and we're here to collect. Those would be the Silver Sorrows, then. I'm sure you paid a caravan of coin for them shiny baubles, but I doubt they're worth your life. Let's have them, then. Oh, wait, damn you. You should know that this personage is an extremely influential member of the East Aldernard Trading Company. Surely you've heard of it. If the threat of reprisal will not stay your hand, then consider the political ramifications of interfering with a foreign dignitary. The Admiral would not desire you to damage Limsa's relations with Ul'dah. Yes, exactly. I'm very highly placed in Ul'dan society. I have powerful friends who would not be pleased were you to mistreat me in any fashion. And you must understand, the Silver Sorrows are a historical treasure, a gift once bestowed upon Sultana Nanasha ul Nasha by her champion. The earrings were later stolen from the royal vault, and we lost hope of ever recovering them. That I might so easily purchase them thus is a miracle. The return of these trinkets will be, what is to say, the sorrows must be returned to Ul'dah. Can you not look the other way for the sake of my nation's pride? You must think me some dull-witted thug. If this deal was being made on behalf of your country, then why are you sneaking about and consorting with pirates? An excellent point. One might doubt your quality of character were you to continue with these feeble fabrications. Need only entrust those earrings to me, should you truly wish to see them returned to Ul'dah, that is. After all, it was to fulfill that very purpose that the Thalassocracy bid on the sorrows in the first place. Bit late there, aren't you, Captain? I think you'll agree this round belongs to us. On the contrary, my dear scoundrel, I made the winning move the moment I knew we were dealing with a merchant in Ul'dah. Come bearing an official order of seizure authorized by the Admiral herself. You will not be harmed, but I must insist that you cooperate with this reclamation of unlawfully obtained goods. Though Costa del Sol is private property, it nevertheless lies within state-governed territory. Come along quietly, and we need not inconvenience Master Gegaruju any further. Those suspects will be taken into Yellow Jacket custody, and do not concern yourself with the Silver Sorrows. They'll be quite safe with me. Because she's going to wear them. bad hell's with that. The hell's take the canary-colored harpy. We might as well have handed the things over on a velvet cushion. I'll go find Underfoot and help him with his digging. There's still that last treasure out there, and you can be sure the reformists won't be giving it up without a fight. Ah, you do that. Best of luck to you, love. Ah, there you are. You left before events had truly been decided, and I thought you deserved to know the score. The Ildon merchant has acquiesced to our request to surrender the Silver Sorrows into our keeping. We've also apprehended the reformist's accountant and will be holding him for further questioning. Oh-ho! Boning an associate of the Bloody Executioners. You Yellow Jackets don't flinch from your duty, I'll give you that. And what's this I hear about you buying information, Captain? I thought you'd sooner die than associate with elements of the underworld. I will do what I must to stay ahead in this challenge, and that Marketeer's knowledge was vital to the case. It's true I might find his practices distasteful, but he is no pirate. It is the fading era of piracy which I mean to consign to the history books, and that chapter will never be fully closed until every pirate-spawned relic, including you and your guild, becomes a thing of the past. Valiant and forthright, these are the words by which the Yellow Jackets live. It is the manner in which we protect limbs of Laminda. I swore an oath on the graves of my sisters. No more shall the innocent suffer at the hands of these savage buccaneers, these unrepentant killers. Ah. And a grand oath it is. Me, I've got me fambles full just keeping the code intact. But the code is a kind of oath, too, when you get down to it, since I've sworn to uphold it. I've no intention of stepping aside and letting you trample all over me or me coves. In fact, you better be off giving in now before matters get proper serious. Just say you're sorry, admit defeat, and we'll leave it at that, eh? Your audacity knows no bounds. I am done wasting words. I shall reclaim that last treasure, and then I will look on victorious as your guild is dismantled brick by brick. That's the spirit, Captain. Just don't forget to keep an eye on the mirrors. The city's crawling with rogues, you know. You could keep the sorrows in a bloody lockbox in the Coral Tower, but look away for a moment, and one of me coves will bite them beauties right back. Come on, hero. Back to the sisters for us. Not yet, because I gotta go over to Lower Lanosha, and I gotta go kill myself a giant aurochs. Yeah, I wasted too much time on Odin anyways. I doubt anyone's gonna want to join up. It is a fate after all. Well, there's an A rank. Oh, Tehi. Time for a cutscene! Hero, I'm sorry for making trouble. No, I deserved what I got. It's my own fault for not believing in you. But you came back anyway, and now you're gonna take that axe to Kajata's head, ain't you? I know you can beat that bastard, you got to. Oh. I heard Kujata had reared its ugly head again and reckoned you're not to be too far behind. I hope you won't object to me lending what aid I can. We've been through much, you and I would see this tale to its end. Ronbar, well, he felt much the same, so here we are, a pack of two to offset the ravenous beasts that follow in Kujata's wake. Well, I got a healer now. Might be as I'm sticking me nose in where it ain't wanted, but I couldn't abide the thought of you facing that monster solo. Kujata's got his friends, so it's only fair you've got a couple too. And what are friends for if not to lighten your load? I already did some of the groundwork for you. Seems like a farmer and his wain have fallen victim to the fiend's pack. If we follow the trail of destruction, it might just lead us to the big bugger himself. I'm not going to do it just yet because I think they're there. I might just be doing it. I can spare the extra time. I went to the wrong side. Let's see if we can down this thing. Oops. Probably be a good idea for me to have this on. See folks, remember, put on your stances. Oh my god, it's a whole guild now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull him this way. Wow, really? Oh. I see a bunch of guild mates popping up. This is awesome. I think there's an achievement tied to this one. I don't remember for sure. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I forgot I only got the one attack. Cleaning up the ads. I'm pretty sure we can spank them. We got 10 minutes left. It is an achievement. And you get a pet. Alright. Yeah, we did it. Alright, now to go finish the rest of the stuff. I actually kind of thought that was awesome. We took it down as a guild. I like that. I like that a lot. Yep. Maybe I should watch the, find a pot that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. You find a barrel that appears to have been dragged from the wain. Alright. Time for the last portion. Let's go take down Kujata. Bring it down the mountain. They'll drop me 7 levels. There's Kujata. I'd already drawn me X by now. Took my character long enough. Now you can stun it. Nice. And he's down. Mario gave you the stomp. Hero. And it appears their timing was fortuitous. The Axe Master carried me here so as I could see. did it. You really did it. Yeah, too bad it won't bring your kin back. Ma, Dad, do you see? Hero killed that bastard. He's finally dead. Thank you. Thank all of you. Hero, do you reckon I could learn to swing an axe like that? When I was bigger, I mean, I want to protect folk too, keep them safe from, monsters and things. Yeah, of course I'm gonna say yes. Train hard, the knot is beyond your reach, young man. Depends on your build. And that's what I'll do. I'll train every single day. You'll see, I'll be the strongest hero there ever was. I saw it with my own eyes, and I can still scarce believe it. You brought down the mountain. Well done, hero. I knew from the first moment we met that you would rise to meet any challenge. It is done, hero. You've answered the boy's prayers and upheld the pride of the guild. Hold your head high, marauder. I shall be awaiting your triumphant return to Limsa, which we're doing right now. And this will culminate in the finishing of the Marauder missions. Fortunately, I won't be holding myself much longer after I finish the Rogue. We won't be getting our crystals. We'll get them next time. I got one more thing to do with the Rogues Guild, and then I'll end it. At least get me caught up to them. That was truly a mighty feat, hero. Never have I seen a marauder so dedicated to attaining the pinnacle of his discipline. In recognition of your achievements, I, Axe Master Warnzuan, pass on to you our guild's final technique, the thrill of battle. This skill teaches you to embrace the fear and danger of combat, allowing you to push well beyond the normal limits of your stamina. Though the thought brings me both joy and sadness, there is not more I could teach you. May the memories of your time here at the guild sustain you as you strive for ever greater heights of perfection. Experience now shall be your tutor. There will always be greater foes and deadlier challenges on which to test your blade. Of that I am certain. You enter a realm of our craft in which even I have never set foot. I only hope that when you reach the very boundaries of our art, you will return to share your triumphs with us. Until then, hero, may your axe ever swing true. Thank you. They're all blood red. Go with gauntlets. It got me a thrill of battle. Pride and duty will take you from the mountain. Ah, hero, just the man I was hoping to see. Aye, it's plain as day that you've no equal in our guild, and I have a task that I'd entrust to no ordinary marauder. To wit, I just received a message from an old comrade-in-arms of mine who now serves as a guardsman in Costa del Sol. It would seem the fighting's grown fierce in those parts, and he finds himself in dire need of reinforcements. Mind you, this man is no white-livered whelp. He can wield an axe with the best of them, as evidenced by Master Gegaruju's paying good coin for the services he and his men. No, any enemy who could fluster that bunch is not one to be trifled with. I've seen Sulkwib on ahead to tend to the wounded. Seek her out upon your arrival, and she'll apprise you of the situation at hand. Thank you. We'll do that one another time, though. We've got a black coffin, or black sarcophagus to grab. Man, I've only raked in 900 gil this stream. That's not bad. I mean, that's really bad compared to some of the other streams. And the other streams are really good for money, especially since I'm going over, way over time this stream. Well, after all that hard work, the shrew made off with the spoils. And as far as their damn contest goes, I suppose that makes us even. It'll be the last treasure of this black sarcophagus that decides the victor. Whatever the reformists are doing to keep it bob, you can bet your grandmom's teeth there'll be some blade work needed before the job is done. Get yourself ready for a proper scrap, hero. I think we'll do the altered mask. Mark it for death. I was wondering when you'd show up, hero, but bugger me if you don't look ready to mill an entire crew aside yourself. I never left. And Benedict you are, because we've finally uncovered some hard facts about that last treasure. Won't be long now before we cloy the win in peace and put this daft challenge to bed. Alright, I've gathered the other coves for a meeting, so let's get down to it. A long bloody last, the black sarcophagus has given up its secrets. Thunderfoot, you've some news for us. Aye, Jack, I think half our trouble is in whittling the truth of it lay in calling this nasty thing a treasure. The black sarcophagus ain't no dimber bauble. It's the Mark L.I. Magitech mine, a bleeding prototype explosive that was what was bitten from an Imperial transport vessel. And even though it ain't that big, maybe the size of a small cargo box, they say the blast would be enough kick to incinerate a bloody behemoth. That's pretty bad. Seems the Garleans meant to start production at their factory in Lanosha, then distribute the mines throughout Castor Marinum. Lucky some plucky privateer cloyed the prototype en route, then, eh? An experimental weapon. That explains why the thalassocracy was so bleeding eager to bid at that auction, and so reluctant to share the details with us. Ah, my battery's low. No. Alright, I believe it's back on proper. Well, at least now we know the what, but there's still the question of the where. The Curs delivered their bitten goods to the reformists, that much is certain. What happened to the sarcophagus after that, though, we ain't so sure. There have been no reports of huge explosives or the like, so either the executioners still have the mine, or they've peddled it to some other buyer. The reformist faction came together out of their shared hatred for the Admiral and her ways. I'm guessing they didn't cloy that bomb just to sell it. Yeah, they want to use it. What is it, Lonnie? A letter for you, Jack, says it's urgent. I wonder if he's supposed to be a play at Jack Sparrow. A letter, who's it from? The old man, I found it while I was sorting through our daily deliveries. Hey, we got the same boots. Let's see now. Come to Thalos. I have urgent news. I never known the old man to summon a customer. No one's seen him at his usual haunts for a while, so do you reckon this is some rum morsel he's dug up for us? Just for us? Aye, it could be. Hero, you and me are to head of the Thalos. Underfoot and Vocab, you're to take another stab at pinning down the location of the sarcophagus. Thalos, where's that at? Ah, so it's over there. Camp Bronze Lake. I'm just eating up tickets. Excuse me, with almost there. Oh crap. Well, where's the position at? Oh, I gotta go down. Oh, the poor dude's dead. Been a while since I've done these stories, so I don't remember a lot of it. Just a few pertinent points. You're wasting your time, darling. We opened this Scragg's wrinkled throat bells ago. You cross the bloody executioners and you get what's coming to you. Did you like our message? We wasn't sure you'd fall for it, but a little mystery goes a long way, eh? Aw, now don't be like that, darling. Me and me mates didn't have much choice. When the boss says go play with the rogues, we've got to go play with the rogues. After all, we never asked you to come ruin our game now, did we? We don't give no... Don't give me no long-winded speech about your precious code. The reformist vision stretches far beyond that the tired old rules is good for. Once Captain Elsbeer takes command of the executioners, they'll give us back the teeth we lost when we submitted to the Admiral's leash. We'll be the terrors of the sea once more, free to rove and plunder in a new age of pirate glory. And I'll bathe in blood to see that age come to pass. I'll kick down your shite stinking code and have all your sneaky heads on the chopping block. Like Elsie will, the only sentence that's being passed today is yours. Well, hello there, darling. Ain't you a fine-looking lad? I've heard all this prattle afore. Freed to pillage and plunder, is it? Aye, it all sounds grand, but you don't think of the price. That shite stinking code is the only thing what keeps you bloody coves from milling one another. Without it, without limbs of Laminda to call home, you'd be adrift in an ocean of quarrons. But if you're so keen to keep company with the dead, I'll be sodden happy to oblige. It was prettier with your gob shut, but I can see I'm out of me depth here. Much as I'd like to lop off your noggins, I'll have to be satisfied with dragging two you out of the wilds. Kept you well out of the way, haven't I? Out with it, then. Isn't it obvious? You stubborn scrags are looking to swipe our new toy, and my job was to stall you. Captain has the mind with him right now. I'm setting to show the rest of the executioner what he's got the stones to sit in the leader's chair. What's better way to do that than executing the bitch that snapped the chains on our crew? Targeting the Admiral herself. You're planning to blow up the command room, ain't you? Hey, you have me permission to panic. Of course, if you'd rather steer clear of the city, I'd be glad to keep you company right here, sweet meat. Why don't we just kill her right now? We got this Mad Mort at our mercy, but she seems to be enjoying herself. I'd better drag her back to the guild and see what other information she'll spill. I'll need you back in Limsa as well, but you've business at the foremast first. You should find Captain Malala at her post there. Forget about the sudden challenge and tell her everything we know. Unless we judge us well off kilter, she'll do what needs to be done. We're not forgetting, like, you know, she killed the old dude. It's in middle on OSHA. Where am I at? I think I can just go south. I'll just take a port. Much as I hate wasting them, we need to get a mosey. Alright, let's mosey. We got a bomb to disarm. If I remember correctly, she's wearing the earrings now. Yep. Now you're one of Jack's rogues. You've come to steal the sorrows, have you? Well, you shan't have them. As you can see, they're safely clasped upon my very own. You're not here for the earrings. The Admiral, you say, and you are sure these fiends are in possession of the sarcophagus. I must deploy more sentries at once. Now, I think this voids our challenge, rogue, and you can relay it as much to your impudent guildmaster. I suppose you can thank him for the warning as well. Yeah, what a bitch. She does not belong in the leadership role. This should have null and voided the challenge. Got a lot more junk to sell now. Either junk or sell or junk and dismantle. Actually, my weapons could be better. I think I gotta go back to the guild. Yep, Rogues Guild. Almost there. So the jackets are on the move, Bennett. I've been listening to that addled pirate cackle since I got her back to the sisters, but she's given us not what we didn't already know. And we know more than enough. I say we rally the rogues and go after that mine before it blows up in our mums. In our muns. Cloying victory. The leader of the reformists is Captain XIV, is planning on milling the Admiral with a bang. Then my guess is he'll be aiming to demolish the entire command room. You know the mizzenmast, eh? The tower what holds the drowning wench in Bulwark Hall? The Admiral's bridge and her command room are right at the top of it. Then you've got the district which surrounds the mizzenmast. That's the busy beating heart of the city. Even with the threat of an attack, you can't just seal it up in the blink of an eye and call the whole thing Bob. Try to explain the danger to the Coles, what live and work there, and you'd have a frightened, stampeding mob on your fambles. Nay, lad, our only option is to have eyes snilch in every approach to the tower. I'll put the wit out to as many codes as I can and spread them through the streets. Your job will be to cover the Ath Castle. Just wait and see, hero. We'll get this Asabir and his little bomb, too. Swillin. Well, actually, no. I'm going to take a Halls. Not sponsored, but they work. I would love a sponsor, though. That'd be awesome. Alright, where am I going? South? I think I'm right at the level for cutoff. That guy don't stick out like a sore thumb. The fog picked a grand night to roll on thick. This'll make things interesting. Our presence in the streets is far too thin. Where are the reinforcements I ordered? My apologies, Captain. There just aren't any more soldiers to spare. The bulk of our forces has already been assigned to guard not only the Admiral, but a number of our other high-ranking personnel as well. Unacceptable! What could Commodore Rayner be thinking? There are dangerous criminals stalking the city as we speak. Call in squads from the outposts if you must, but I want to see our security tightened and the populace properly protected. But Captain, we can't be certain the pirates' plan hasn't changed. If we consider the possibility that they've switched to a target outside the walls, it would be folly to weaken those defenses. You made your point, Sergeant. Return to your post. Once all is lost, it is far too late to question what one should have done. I think that's Abasir. Or he's an executioner, one of the two. You seem troubled, sir. Perhaps I could be of Ah! Nice. I've been dying to meet you, lass. Aye, keen to set eyes on the bold yellow belly would cost our crew a fortune in old on coin. You're an executioner, one of Esbjer's men. You strayed too far into a world you don't understand, lass. Your eyes is fixed on the light of justice, leaving you blind to the chasm open up at your feet. Oh. At least they'll say you died with your boots on. Oh, that's Asabir. The yellow belly won't be bothering us no more, Captain. As for the mine, the lads will have primed in front of the wench the time you get there. Good, not long now before we drag that bitch Admiral, our pretty tower, and all our simpering curs down to the bottom of the sea. Then I'll raise our flag on the ruins of the mizzenmast and lead our brethren in a return to the old ways of blood and plunder. She's not dead yet. Should not have had that last bottles? My wife is gonna kill me. Yeah, what's that then? Not after the command room. They mean to bring down the entire tower. If the mizzenmast falls, the bridges will follow. Half the city will. Please, must help me. The danger far greater than we. This guy's gonna run away. Bloody hell's it's alive. Oh no, I didn't see nothing. Yeah, he's gonna run. Please, you must send word. Nope. Coward out. Someone must be told. That's Jack. How did you? Your valiant and forthright weapons. You could hear that single pistol shot from miles away. Weren't hard to guess what had happened. I poked the yellow jackets on my way over. A healer will be along shortly. Vanna, that means we've only one last thing to do. We have never been allies, but I beg of you. You must stop them. Save the city. Ah, lass, you know you don't need to ask. Taking down mad coves and biting back what was bitten is our job. I think he takes the earrings, too. Y'all set, then. Ready, Jack. Always. Let's go cloy that sarcophagus and fit Asabir for a new coffin. I don't think we're sneaking around on this one. Oh, I don't get our AoE yet. Is that a healer? Yep, that was a healer. Oh, I downed him. Find the leash first. Oh, that popped me out, really? Alright, who's healing? Oh, I gotta get the detonators. It's one of the detonators. I took it out, right? Yep. I don't remember if there's anything down here. Nope. Red herring. Oh shit. It blows up in a minute and a half. Got it. I thought that said Baldwin for a second. Down. Oh shit, there's still another guy. I didn't even notice he was there. Oops. What is about the size of a sarcophagus? Status report. The mine's been disabled and engineers should soon have it safely removed. Our soldiers sustained some injuries in the battle with the reformists, but none were fatal. Also, the Admiral sends her sincerest gratitude. Huh. Look, there she is. That's Captain Milala, the hero of Limsa Lomenza. Are you recovered from your wound, Captain? We heard how you very nearly lost your life stopping that horde of pirates from blowing up the mizzenmast. Three cheers for the Yellow Jackets. Our city'd be lost without you. But wait, that's not how it... Sergeant, what are the rogues? Did they survive the battle? I don't really know, Captain. All I found near the sarcophagus were reformists, either dead or strung from the rafters. Alive, then. Tutsimir were deeply in their debt. Captain, let me have the silver sorrows from you now. We've been ordered to hand them over to the Commodore, along with the black sarcophagus. Why, of course, they're right here. The earrings, I could have sworn I was still... He wouldn't have. He stole them from me while I lay dying. That cad, I knew he was not to be trusted. Keep an eye on them, indeed, I should have known. Yep. Bite back which was bitten. Are you sure about this, Jack? We should have cloyed the sarcophagus as well. I think she earned it, don't you? If it bothers you that much, think of it as a trade. If you ask me, they look a bit daft. Well, I didn't ask you. So the jackets end up with the mine and we've got the diamond and the earrings, which means victory belongs to the Rogues Guild. You think Noel will leave it at that then? I get the feeling we ain't done with her yet. Yeah, it's funny how we gave them the explosive, we kept all the money to ourselves. I say we're done with our challenge, but you never know when our paths will cross again. We'll just have to see what Limsa's underbelly spits up next. The city ain't ever quiet for long. Well, it's been a pleasure working with you, hero. If I ever need a trusty pair of stabbers by my side, I know who to ask. I'm off as well. Bloody starving I am. Don't forget to yaffle a bite when you can, hero? Best head back to the sisters, too, before the shrew decides she'd rather hear us cry cockles. Been at work, hero. Be seeing you soon. And he disappears. Pulls a Batman. Oh there, hero. It'll be nice to finally have a bit of a rest, eh? The job never ends, but even a dimber-damber like myself needs to breathe every now and again. And your adventure mates must be wondering where you've got to. That was a proper long assignment, but I'm glad you decided to see it through. You have proper to be a stalwart protector of the code, even if this ain't truly your world. When you walk back into the light man's, you'll have to find your own code to uphold. And when you do, you'll have the skills you learned in the shadows to help you defend it. Well, that's more than enough prattle out of me. Your travels might take you far and wide, hero, but know you're always welcome here at the Sisters. Much more, thank you. I'll take a... boots. Black boots are always nice. Peasants by day, ninjas by night. Ah, hero, keeping your stabber sharpened, I hope, because I've got a job to be done, and I reckon a dimber-damber what put the executioners on the chopping block is just the one to do the doing. My men have sighted some shifty types around Wineport of late, not code-breaking curs as far as I know, and that's the rub. We don't know half as much about them as I'd like. They claim to be simple peasants, refugees from some far-flung realm, but I don't know many peasants what skulk about in the Darklands as much as they've been doing. So long as they're not breaking the code, they can do as they please, but being who we are, it falls to us to look into the matter and make sure that it's all's Bob. As my gut tells me that this may be a two-rogue job, I've sent Underfoot on ahead. So pull on your best beater cases, head to Wineport, and meet him there. That's the start of the ninja job. But I'm way over time. That took an extra hour. But then again, you know, today was an extremely chock full part. We took down Odin. We took down Cancer. We managed to finish the Marauder chain and the Rogue chain. So we got Rogue and Warrior coming up. So, busy time. But anyways, that is part 37 of my live stream for Final Fantasy XIV. Those of you in the future watching this, if you'd like to go ahead and give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber and keep up with the content. Comment down below, tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay, but try to keep spoilers out. And I will see you in the next video. Catch you all then. Later.